Hey everyone, welcome back to the Black Business Channel. Today we're going to do part 2 of Derrick Grace's in-home banking game.
Yeah, so initially we said 3 parts, but today we're going to be just doing 2 because we just thought for simplicity reasons 2 would be better for people to understand. So in this video you're going to be getting a look at the game, how to play it, and how functional this game is to have in your household as a learning tool. So let's get ready to do this. Okay, so when you open up the game, we talked about you have the kind of like the instructions here, right? And the instructions state that in order to start the game, you must roll a double, right? Also, you start with these metallic pieces right here, and everybody starts with $500. And one section that's kind of different is that you have to define these cards right here prior to starting the game, right? Now, the issue with that is that when you start the game, when you start to read the instructions, they're kind of out of order, to be honest with you. And if you start off, as you get to number 4, you might be kind of confused on how to start the game. And also another thing is that I seen this with us, but I want to make sure everybody else is like aware of this. That sometimes when you're looking up these definitions, because the game doesn't provide like a cheat sheet for the definition or whatnot, you have to go online to really look them up if you don't know the answers already, right? And the issue with that is that you have to be careful what websites you go to, because like luckily we have website security on our computers. However, looking up some of these definitions, we almost ran into some situations where we got some malware on our computers. So that's one problem. And also the definitions are kind of like scattered. Like you might end up with some definitions of some of these terminologies that tell a little bit, but not the whole thing, right? So you want to be aware of that, right? And I would wish that Derrick would have put like a situation in which he had the definitions clearly defined on a website or something. It would have created traction, for his website, and help people understand the game a little bit better. However, though, I want to say that these are very vital information to know when you go into group economics and just financial literacy as a whole. So defining these things are very, very important, right? So another thing with the game is that you get these system issues, possibility, and outcome cards. Now I want to tell you, this is my favorite part of the game because these cards have some very valuable information in them. They're extremely valuable. I'm telling you, just looking at the system issues and the outcome thing, I really learned a lot. I remember one card said something about America was built on violence, and since you're going to carry a gun anyway to protect yourself, speaking for a lot of like people that live in situations in which they have to carry a firearm to protect themselves, if you don't have a firearm permit, right, you end up going to jail. And the Second Amendment is what a lot of people utilize over us, and just putting it kind of clearly defined in his cards was very like eye-opening. I actually went out and got my my license to carry just because of that card. So the money is already well worth it, right? However, though, when it comes to the functionality of the game, there's parts on here like as far as like right here when it says draw PO card, right? It doesn't clearly state whether you're drawing an outcome card and a possibility card separately, or you're picking them up together, right? And that can be kind of like a detriment of playing the game. Now, if I can be completely honest, like I said, the information in this game is super valuable, and it does represent medicine and the candy for our people, right? But the issue is that it does lack clarity when it comes to playing the game. So you will end up in a situation where you're not sure how to move, or you're not sure like, are you going to be in jail? How do you get out of jail? It's kind of like Monopoly, but it's, like I said, it's not very clearly defined. So now that you had to look at the game, let's try to talk about how practical this game is as a learning tool in your household. Now, I want to say one thing is that I really love this game, right? I feel like it was money well spent. For individuals like us, I feel like black economics is the way out of our oppression in this country. However, there are some downfalls to this game. Number one being the clarity of the game.
I do feel like, though, with the lack of clarity, that does provide an opportunity for you to kind of shape the game how you see fit. I know after we played it, we already discussed some things that we would like to change and how we would implement them next time we decide to play.
Yeah, and just overall, though, if I could just give like a quick overall understanding of this game, I would say the information within this game is very useful. Even getting this game, I actually got my second, utilizing the information about the Second Amendment, I actually got my gun license because I want to protect my family, and he made a very good point about it, right? However, when I say you're going to be able to use this game to learn something, I wouldn't go that far. I would say the information is good, but the practicality of the game isn't all that well put together. So we notice this game is the first edition, so there will be a second edition to this game, and I really look forward to that because hopefully the second edition will provide the clarity for the users to understand information a little bit better and actually utilize it as a learning tool, more or less a situation where you get information from the cards and you can't utilize the game.
Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we have more things we're going to review. They're all owned by Black people, and I'm happy for this channel, and we're looking forward to it. We're going to be posting more frequently, so thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
In my camp, loyalty is a must. Only in God we trust. And if a loved one's on the ground, you better pick 'em up.